Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching my question and answer part 3. If you haven't seen 1 and 2, please go watch them. What I'm doing today is answering people's questions from the last Q&A from last week, last Monday. Any questions you have, go down below, ask me anything you want, and I'll answer them in the next Q&A next Monday, okay? So let's get started. I got only 3 questions left, but they're good, and I can take my time by making a third video. So this one's from Northern Nightmare. I don't know where you're from. All I ask you guys, please leave us your locations. I love to know where you're at, okay? It really helps us feel connected and realize what's going on here isn't just in your country, just your home, just your city. So please tell us your locations. Thank you. So this question, Northern Nightmare asks, I'm really struggling bad today. I'm really sorry. I hope that you're feeling better now. That was 4 days ago. I was feeling okay and walking through the city, and I saw a mutual associate of my ex with, I think, BPD. I panicked and just pretended I didn't see him. I did a lot of things I regret post-split, venting anger in emails. I feel pretty low, and I'm shocked at how much this rocked me. I was almost shocked. I don't know. I hope this passes. Thanks, and feeling strung out. I'm very sorry for how you feel. Sorry. I'm very sorry. So we have more things to work on. We have more things to process. And I'm glad you mentioned this for other people, that you did a lot of things you regret after you broke up. And that's why it's so important. What we do says who we are. So you did some things that doesn't best say who you are. So you made mistakes, and we learn from these, and we don't do them again. It's that simple, right? But we don't feel this, we don't realize this, we don't see this and understand this a lot of times until we process these things and maybe even talk to people about it, okay? So you haven't processed the emotions from all these experiences, right? You haven't gone through them and faced them and feel them and learn from them, make yourself feel better and understand. So that's what needs to happen. Emotional experiences this traumatic will stay open until you deal with them, until you close them. They'll stay open forever. You could remember this or feel just this bad if they're brought up 30 years from now, if you don't process these things. And keeping these emotional traumatic experiences in your head or down somewhere and not facing them, thinking about them and stuff, it can cause psychological damage in your life. And it makes you make bad choices. And it makes you make the same mistakes over and over again till you learn from them. So you made a mistake and we learn from them. And we can't learn until we feel it. We feel it, and you're not letting yourself feel it if you feel it later. Still that bad, okay? And how do we know we don't need to anymore? Well, when it doesn't feel bad anymore, right? So you have a couple things. You have how you handled it didn't best say who you are. You weren't able to walk away with some integrity and respect, right? Hopefully you were with some little. And when we do that, we don't feel like ourselves, right? So, talk, process, I'm serious. Go through all these experiences and figure out why this happened, okay? The answer feels better than your reality of why it happened. Okay, you might believe it's because you're bad, ugly, stupid, you know, and that's not it. Okay? I'm sorry. Emotional triggers, right? Cognitive dissonance, right? We label these emotional bad experiences as this, which isn't real. So later, we feel the emotional experience and we think it's this again. So we need to learn. We need to learn what really, really happened, okay? Thank you. Good luck. Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. Glad you're doing well. Thank you. My ex-narc moved out of town with his new wife. It's been about 5 years since he left. I felt like I didn't care about him leaving. I have him and his wife blocked on Facebook, of course, so I don't look. I went on Facebook to block someone else. When I did, I saw a picture of him and his new wife. Because I was on the blocking list, I started crying. I don't know why. I'm really angry at myself for caring. How can I completely not care? Give yourself a break, Jeanette. Anybody else would be upset if that happened to them. And you're equal. You're a human being. You're upset that it happened to you. Okay? Second, you said you're really angry at yourself for caring. Why? You're hurt. See how that can cause more shame? No. No, no, no. Our emotions, our body reacting, we tend to them. We don't ignore them and we get mad at ourselves. You feel this way. Oh, what? What is that feeling? What is this? It's a bad feeling. Oh no, I need to make this go away. What is it? Why? What can I do? Not just, oh, that feels bad. Take a drink or ignore it. Talk to someone. You know, we can't do that, Jeanette. So 5 years, emotions open. Didn't deal with them. They stay open. You just got reminded. You just had an emotional flashback. Boom, there it is still. And then you got mad at yourself. More shame, right? This is why we talk to somebody. This is why we talk to somebody that's experienced, that we can trust, that can give us feedback and tell us the truth, what really happened. Okay, Jeanette? Lots of shame here. Shame piles on shame. So when we get ashamed of our reaction, there's already shame there, right? So there's pre-feelings of feeling like a bad person. We need to fix this, Jeanette. We need to fix this somehow, okay? I've offered therapy many, many times to you. You said you've tried it. I hope it worked out. I think you said the first time didn't. Keep trying. We don't give up on our mental health. We don't try one therapist and say, oh, they all suck. It's a little bit of black and white there, you know. Keep trying. So when you said, how can I completely not care? I don't know if you're saying that like, how am I able to not care anymore? Or if you're saying, how at the time I couldn't care. Well, at the time, 5 years ago, you're like, huh, that's how you deal with things that are traumatic to you. Boop, block. You cut off, your body feels it and you cut it off. The problem with that, Jeanette, if you're obviously still doing that, and the problem with that is emotion, even though 34,000 different emotions, and think of it as one thing, and we block emotion, we don't just block the bad, we block the good. You guys want to be happy and feel good, got to feel all the bad. In the future, this won't be so bad. Bad things aren't supposed to be this bad. It's not supposed to have gone this far, this long. You're not supposed to react this horribly. It's not supposed to be this bad. Things in life aren't supposed to hurt this much. But abuse, years, yeah, pretty traumatic. We got to deal with this stuff. We got to heal the right way. Good luck, Jeanette. Good luck. I'm sorry. Sarah from Canada. Hello, Sarah. I was just watching a video about how hormones influence you and your mind on YouTube. It mentioned in particular those that we experience in relationships are frequently mentioned in relationships with narcissists. I was wondering about the role of oxytocin in our relationships to other people. It is called the love hormone and is released when we touch a person we like or love, for instance. I talk about oxytocin all the time. The very last Q&A I did last week, I recommended an oxytocin nasal spray. Highly recommended. Oxytocin, the love hormone, yeah. Thing about oxytocin, it just naturally gets depleted as we get older. A lot of it's for having children, high in mothers in pregnancy. A lot of what it is supposed to do is to keep us coming back to raise children. So, couple has sex, you know, and the oxytocin's woo, woo, woo. But it's different for men and women. Men build it up until orgasm, and it drops. Women build it up after orgasm. That's why when Grandma told you, don't have sex with him right away, she knew what she was talking about. Grandma knows about oxytocin. Grandma knows that if you have sex with a man right away, who doesn't already attach to you, doesn't like you, know who you are, love you, they're gone. And then the woman's oxytocin rushes and she's like, oh no, where'd you go? Come back. See, this is supposed to make, hopefully, you take your time, get attached, get to know the guy, you like him, he likes you. Then after the sex, oxytocin drops, he's still around, right? Loves you. And I made a video about oxytocin. You're more than welcome to go check out. It's in a playlist, and I recommend this every week. I try to. My playlist titled Healing CPTSD, even if you don't think you have it, even if you don't have it. These videos should help you if you've dealt with emotional abuse, trauma of any kind, okay? I really talk about a ton of things you can do and take. And in all my Q&As, I recommend something every week for healing. Okay? So try to stay in tune, come back, see what I'm offering, and ask questions and keep learning, right? Healing is learning, guys. Healing is learning from emotional pain. And I think that is it. That's it. That's all for the Q&As. Thank you, everybody. Keep asking questions. Keep recommending things, too. I love that. I saw people doing that. That's wonderful. Fantastic. Give your ideas. Talk about experiences. Tell me where you're from. Okay? I'll see you next Monday. Always love yourself first, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.